Smartwatches were supposed to make us healthier. They track heart rate, sleep, oxygen levels, stress, exercise, and even heart rhythms. But doctors are now warning that for some people, these devices may actually be increasing anxiety instead of reducing it. And millions of users may not even realize it's happening. So how can a device designed to improve health end up making people feel worse? Over the last decade, wearable devices have exploded in popularity. From Apple Watches, Fitbits, Garmin devices to smart rings like Aura, millions of people now monitor their bodies 24 hours a day. These devices can provide useful information about fitness, exercise, sleep habits, heart rhythms, and overall activity levels. In many cases, experts say wearables genuinely help people become healthier and more active. But there's now growing concern about something called wearable-induced health anxiety. Doctors say the problem starts when people become overly focused on health metrics. A slightly elevated heart rate, a bad sleep score, an irregular rhythm alert, and suddenly people begin spiraling into fear. Experts interviewed by multiple publications say constant exposure to health data can create compulsive checking, stress, hypervigilance, and obsession with perfect numbers. One expert explained it this way: the more we attend to something, the more we train the brain to worry about it. And because smartwatches sit directly on our bodies, the notifications become impossible to fully escape. One major issue is that most people aren't trained to interpret medical data correctly. Heart rate naturally changes throughout the day because of stress, caffeine, movement, hydration, temperature, emotions, and sleep. But when users constantly see fluctuating numbers in real time, normal changes can suddenly feel dangerous. Doctors say many people now arrive at clinics terrified by smartwatch readings that turn out to be harmless. Experts also warn that consumer wearables are not perfect medical devices. They can misread data, trigger false alerts, or overestimate problems. And for people already prone to anxiety, that constant stream of information can become psychologically overwhelming. One especially strange issue doctors are seeing involves sleep tracking. Some people become obsessed with achieving perfect sleep scores. This phenomenon even has a name: orthosomnia. Experts say some users become so anxious about sleep tracking data that they actually sleep worse. People wake up, check their sleep score, and let that number determine their mood for the entire day. Sleep specialists now warn that some patients trust smartwatch sleep data more than medical professionals, and researchers say that's becoming a real problem. Doctors are not saying people should throw away their smartwatches. In fact, wearables can be extremely useful for motivation, exercise tracking, heart monitoring, and healthier habits. But experts recommend using them differently. Some suggestions include turning off unnecessary notifications, taking wearable-free breaks, avoiding obsessive checking, focusing on long-term trends instead of individual readings, and paying more attention to how your body actually feels. Some users have even reported feeling calmer after switching back to traditional analog watches during the day. Because ultimately, your health is bigger than a number on a screen. This debate may reflect a larger issue in modern life. Technology gives us more information than ever before. But more information does not always mean more peace of mind. Some experts worry society is becoming increasingly obsessed with optimization, tracking, productivity, and constant self-monitoring. And smartwatches may be one of the clearest examples of that trend. For some people, health tracking becomes empowering. For others, it becomes exhausting. Smartwatches can absolutely improve health and awareness. But doctors say they can also trigger anxiety when people become trapped in constant monitoring and fear. The key may not be abandoning technology completely, but learning how to use it without letting it control your mental health. Because sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is stop checking. Subscribe for more global health, medical, and technology stories explained clearly and responsibly. And let me know in the comments, has a smartwatch ever made you anxious?